Hi guys, how are you all? So as you know, we are making a series on Kotlin Basics for beginners, and today's topic is interfaces in Kotlin. So as you know, if you have learned about any other programming language or OOPS basically, so you know what is an interface by definition. Basically, interface is an abstract type that is used to describe the behavior of a class, and that must be implemented in that class. So basically, how you can see that how that is different from polymorphism. So we let's see with an example. So in our previous video, we have learned about polymorphism, how you can create a parent class, abstract class basically, and how you can implement the same parent class to child classes and how they override the functions. So how polymorphism works, basically polymorphism works in the in inheritance. Basically polymorphism works in inheritance way. So how interface is different from that, let's see. So basically here we have is a shape class, and we have the two child classes, circle and a square. So to get it to the example, let's do one thing. So we have a area function. Circle is just implement like calculating the area, and this shape square is also calculating the area. Let's do one thing, let's create one more function here, that is display name. Let's display the name of all the shapes which they are having. Sorry, let's abstract function display name, right? So we will get the error because we need to implement the members. Okay, and here let's do one thing, print ln and I am circle at the name, and also here let's print the implement members, and also let's print its name, print ln we are just telling I am square, right? So if you want, you can have another example of a triangle, you can implement it. So but we are just taking only two classes to keep it short. And now let's create a function here, function, and print names. And here what we will do is we will take an array like objects, and not object, let keep it as array of shape. Now for let's take object in objects, what we will do is we will print the names of the, basically we will print the names of the all the shapes. So what we will do is object dot display name we have called. So now in our main function, let's do one thing, let's pass let's have an array. So we can define an array of, let's have an array which will be equals to array of it will be of shapes. So we will have, here is circle, and in circle let's pass the radius which we have given 4.0, and another we have square, and in square as well let's have we need to pass the side and 3.0, right? And let's call the function print names and pass the array. So let's run it and let's see. So here you have seen like all the classes circle and square are inherited from f shape class, and which is like similar, like these are in inheritance, like this is parent class, this is child class, and we are just printing the names. But guys, it gonna take time. Let's keep it. Yeah, I am circle and I am square, this is printed. So now let's do one thing, let's take another class that is totally different from shapes. So let's have a class animal, and in this what we can do is pass a name that is a string, right? And in this, let's also have a function that is display name, and in this what we will do is print I am dollar name. So give it a, yeah, I am name. So guys, if you, okay, so it is just giving a suggestion, we can make it private. Yeah, so we have a different class name, animal, and in this we are also displaying the name of that class. But how we can, because animal is not a shape, so we cannot just give it the inheritance of a shape class. So how we can achieve this? Like, we want to display the name, and we want to, this is the common behavior, like circle also having the same behavior, like it is also displaying the name, square is also displaying the name. We also want to implement the same behavior in the animal class, like it's a totally different class, not in the inheritance. So how we can achieve it? For this, what we can do is we can use interface. So how you can use interface? For declaring an interface, you just need to use interface, and what we can give the name to this is display names, display names. And with this, let's just create a function display name. In interface, guys, you can define functions which can have body, which can have which may or may not have the body. You can define it, you can define the properties as well. So with the display name, now display names, we have a display name function. So what we can do now is we can just simply define it here. We can, a class basically can implement any number of interfaces, because interface is a behavior, so a class can have multiple behavior. So you can implement any number of interface to a class. So for implementing it, we can do simply display names. Now we have, because we already having the this display name, it is having the function as a display name, and the child classes which we have defined are already having the override function display name here. So if you see, if you remove it, it is start giving us the error. So what it will say again, implement members, that is display name. So parent class, whatever interface you implement here, it will get directly implemented to the child's. It is a kind of contract basically. That's why we call interface a contract. That is like that behavior needs to be implemented. I am circle. And also guys, when we create an array of shapes, like we have created array of a similar kind of shapes, so here we cannot pass on the animal class, because that is not in the, not a shape class child. But now when we have defined, like here we have implemented display names, and we are displaying the name. So also here what we can do is display names, and what we need to do is add override modifier, because this is an overridden method from interface. So also, if you want to see like how many, if you can, if you want, you can we can show like interface, and we can give it an another, name it as another, and just define a function abc. So you can define any number of so you can define any number of interface, and you can implement that into a class. You can define it like this. Then whenever you define it, you need to implement the members in the class. So interface is a behavior. So a class can have any and whichever behavior we want, any number of behaviors we want, so we can implement it. And now guys, as animal class is also having the same behavior as a display name, so here what we can do is just remove it with display names, and in this array, okay, here just we can pass animal, and we can pass on the rat. So we have passed the animal, that is rat. So this is a circle, square, and all are now having the same behavior, and when we print it, you can see we will be having the same behavior, and we can now I am a rat. So that is a totally different class, that is animal, which is not in the inheritance of a shape, and now still we can implement it and we can use with the same behavior. So you can use interface where you want the same behavior from classes. So what is an interface? This, I think, that is will be clear from this. And so some things which we need to know about interface, like interface are meant for behaviors, and classes which basically interface are meant for behaviors, and classes are going to exhibit that behavior, and that they implement from that particular interface. And interface basically can have both, like abstract method, and they can have a simple abstract method, or they can have a concrete method. They can have a definition, or they may not be having the definition. um, Interface, basically one interface can implement another interface, and so that they can have the behavior of another interface to them, and then we can implement them. And basically, but a class cannot implement another class. And so, and also and a class can have uh, any number of basically interfaces. So because a child class can only have a one parent class, so child class can implement only one class, but we can implement any number of interface. So I think that is clear from in this example, like how you can create an interface and how you can use them and why we need them. So basically, whenever you wanted a similar behavior from different classes, you can create an interface and you can implement them and you can use them. So guys, this is all for today. See you in the next video with another topic. So in next topic, we are going to learn about more advanced things in Kotlin. Till then guys, cheers, bye.